Before we begin, let's take a deep breath. The mind often turns against itself, whispering quiet judgments and unseen doubts. It tells stories of not being enough, of mistakes that linger too long, of imperfections that feel too heavy to carry. But within the teachings of the Buddha lies a gentle reminder. You are not your thoughts, and you are not the noise that moves through your mind. You are the awareness behind it, still, vast, and already complete. When we awaken in the morning, we often begin with comparison. The world rushes forward, and we measure our worth against others' smiles, successes, or peace. But Zen teaches that peace cannot be borrowed. It must rise from within. Like a pond that settles after a storm, clarity comes only when you stop stirring the water. The practice of self-love is not about feeding the ego or convincing yourself that you are perfect. It is about remembering your wholeness, the part of you that remains untouched by failure or praise. To love yourself in the Buddhist sense is to see yourself clearly, without exaggeration or shame. It is to bow to your own humanity. Each time you breathe, the present moment welcomes you back. The breath is the bridge between body and awareness. When you return to it, you leave the battlefield of self-criticism and step into stillness. The Buddha once said that holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. The same is true with self-criticism. The more tightly you hold it, the more it scorches your peace. So begin with forgiveness, not because you have failed, but because you are learning. Self-forgiveness is not forgetting what has happened, but letting the heart soften around it. Every scar becomes a teacher when met with compassion. Imagine the morning sun touching your face. It does not choose who to shine on. It simply gives light. In the same way, your own kindness should touch every part of you, even the broken ones. This is the practice of metta, loving kindness meditation. It begins with a simple wish. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from suffering. Repeat it gently, without force. Feel it as a warmth in the chest. Then extend it outward. To someone you love, to someone neutral, and even to someone who has hurt you. In time, your heart learns that love has no boundaries, and that you too are worthy of the same tenderness you offer others. Self-love grows slowly, like a tree in spring. It doesn't demand perfection, it just requires presence. Each moment you choose gentleness over judgment, you water that tree. Each time you breathe through discomfort instead of escaping it, you nourish its roots. And soon, something beautiful happens. The inner critic begins to quiet. It may still speak, but its words no longer hold power. You begin to see them as passing clouds, not truths. You are the sky, spacious, calm, and unaffected. There is a quiet moment in every path of healing when you begin to realize that self-love is not a destination you reach one morning and declare complete, but a journey of returning again and again to yourself with patience and tenderness. The heart learns to soften, not through force, but through understanding. When you sit in silence long enough, you begin to see that the parts of you that ache to be loved are the same parts that once tried to protect you. The voice of self-criticism that echoes inside is not your enemy. It is a frightened guardian, born from the belief that being hard on yourself would make you better. But awareness dissolves fear, and compassion transforms the critic into a teacher. In the teachings of Zen, love and wisdom are not two separate things. They rise from the same root of mindfulness. To see clearly is to love deeply. When you bring awareness to your suffering without judgment, you begin to understand it, and that understanding becomes the seed of peace. Imagine your heart as a still pond. The winds of emotion may disturb its surface, yet beneath, the water remains calm and whole. That stillness is your true nature, unshaken by the storms above. When you remember this, self-love becomes effortless, for you are no longer trying to become something. You are remembering what has always been there. The practice is simple. When the mind begins to attack itself, return to the body, feel the breath. Let it travel slowly through you. Notice how it anchors you in the present moment, a reminder that this is the only place where peace can exist. You cannot breathe yesterday or tomorrow. You can only breathe now, and in that now, there is no failure, no comparison, no judgment, only being. This is what the Buddha meant by liberation, the freedom from the prison of self-made stories. There are mornings when the voice of doubt will rise before the sun, whispering that you are not enough, that you must do more, be more, prove more. In those moments, do not resist it. Simply notice it. As you would a bird passing overhead, let it come and let it go. When you stop fighting the thought, it loses its sharpness. Slowly, you will begin to sense a quiet space between who you are and what you think about yourself. That space is your sanctuary, the birthplace of true love. Zen monks often speak of beginner's mind, a way of seeing the world as if for the first time, free of assumptions and self-judgment. Practice meeting yourself with the same curiosity. Instead of asking, "What is wrong with me?" ask, "What is this feeling trying to teach me?" In that question lies compassion. You realize that even pain is not here to destroy you, but to guide you back to balance. Each wound you heal becomes a doorway to greater understanding, and through understanding, love expands.